Hey, this is Ciara coming to you live on Relax Radio. Now, this is one of the first times that we've been streaming online, and honestly, I've been a little excited and nervous at the same time because it's a new thing for all of us, and just trying to understand exactly how I can talk to you more, how I can engage with you more, how I can engage with you better, and how we can really talk to each other and have a fun conversation, right? So, what I need you to realize is that, see, whenever I come online and I'm talking to you and I'm trying to make your whatever day it is, whether it's Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever, but I mean, I'm trying to make it a better, more positive kind of day for you. I'm doing that because deep inside, I also want to have a really good day. And I'm also looking forward to having a very positive day filled with love. And just talking to you makes me feel happier every single day. And I love it so much. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for being a part of the Kaleidoscope, where we guarantee vibrancy, variety, and all things beautiful right here on Relax Radio, right? So I was talking to you earlier about the struggles of feeling replaced in certain situations, whether it is in your professional life, whether it is in your personal life, whether it is in any kind of situation, right? Sometimes as human beings we have the tendency to really think that if another person takes our place, if someone starts to date our ex, or if someone starts a job where we were at and is sitting in the same place doing the same job we were doing, that we've been replaced so easily and so fast. But like I said earlier, I want you to understand that you are your own person, and the beauty and grace that you bring to the table can only be brought by you. So it does not matter who is sitting on the same table you were at last month, because you, right, are the only person can bring that same level of energy to where you were at, right? So how exactly do we cope with this idea of feeling replaced? How do we navigate our way through life? And how do we not let this fear of feeling replaced, the fear to stop us, right? How do we allow ourselves to walk through life, walk through the obstacles, and still find happiness and not let any kind of negative emotion like jealousy and sadness and fear overtake our lives, right? This is a question that a lot of us tackle at some point in our lives. And the fear of replacement comes in the craziest of moments, the craziest of circumstances. And sometimes you might even wonder why it comes your way, because you might be sitting down and you might be thinking, I am not a bad person. I am not an evil person. I am always here. I am trying to be the best version of myself. But why am I feeling these negative emotions? Why am I feeling envious and jealous? Why are these feelings coming to me now, right? But that is just a part of human nature, and that is what makes us human after all, right? So, first of all, do not be too hard on yourself for feeling these emotions, because it's just a part of your identity. But you have to understand that if you allow these emotions to take control of your life, if you allow these emotions to kind of eat up everything about you and everything about your day and your life and your career, or even your personal life, right? That is all you're going to be focusing on. That is all that's going to be um, of importance to you. So that way, you might be able to tell yourself right now and right here and right now that if you do not take a step towards making yourself feel a little better, if you do not take a step towards finding out how you can let go of these negative emotions and let loose and really take steps forwards towards the other part of the equation where things are lighter and brighter and a whole lot better for you, right? You might be stuck in a circle of distrust, of negativity, and you might not be able to walk away from it, right? So first things first, if you are feeling like you are feeling or being replaced, right? You have to acknowledge how you feel. You have to sit down and maybe write down your emotions, write down your feelings. Tell yourself, okay, I am feeling this because this is the reason, and this is why I feel the way I feel. So I have a therapist, right? And she is really great. And I'm not going to tell you too much about my therapy sessions, but Something that I've learned recently is when I write down my emotions and when I write down the cause for my emotions and why I feel the way I feel or why I think I feel the way I feel, I am in much better control of my situation. And I can have this broad understanding of what happens in my brain. And I'm so aware of all of these feelings that come and go within me, right? So I'm telling you, acknowledge your feelings, acknowledge the pain you might feel, the jealousy, the anger, the sorrow that you might be feeling right now. And then you need to understand that you have to acknowledge where you stand, right? So you to reflect back on the situation that you're in. Maybe it was a job, maybe it was a relationship, whatever it was, right? And you have to really understand that right now you are no longer in that situation. You are no longer that role. That is not the role you play anymore, right? You are no longer at your job that you loved for the past 5 years. And that's okay because, see, that role does not define who you are. I want you to listen to that again. The role you play does not define who you are. It's just a role that you're playing, it's just a service. Even if it is a relationship or a friendship, it's still a service. You are being someone's friend, you're being someone's girlfriend, you're being someone's boyfriend, or you're showing up for someone and being there for someone. And that is an act of service. But that does not define who you are as a person. That is not your identity. So, how can you beat yourself down and tell yourself that everything about you is lost because someone else has taken up your identity if you tell yourself that that is not who you are, right? So, that is another step I strongly suggest you take and you stick to, right? And in due time, once you are open to addressing your emotions, addressing how you feel, addressing the situation, right? And once you are open to really looking inward and finding the value that you bring to the table, the value that you provide, the value that exists within you, that is when you will be able to really understand that you have not or will never be replaced, right? So take heed of my advice. Focus on what matters to you in your moment. Focus on what is in your control, what is within your control, and look forwards, not backwards. Always, right? This is Sierra coming to you on the Kaleidoscope. I've got a couple more minutes left on the show, and hey, I'm still gonna be here tomorrow, bright and early on Relax Radio at 7 a.m. sharp. Until then, let's take a quick break and be right back.